Hello, critters. So you finished The Legend of Vox Machina and you're craving more, right? You think, I know, I'll go watch the original campaign.
Excellent idea. Until you hit play on episode 1 and two things smack you in the face. The questionable sound quality and the 3 to 4 hour runtime. Yikes.
Don't worry, we've got you. We're diving into the chaos so you don't have to. We'll sacrifice our ears and our evenings to bring you the recaps, highlights, and all of the behind-the-scene magic you crave.
Welcome to Vox Rewatch.
Because the past deserves a second look.
With better audio. We're just a bunch of longtime friends and proud critters who love the chaos, the characters, and the wild ride of storytelling. Join us as we dive back into it all with lots of laughs, way too many theories, and probably some tears too.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Connie.
And I'm Eric. This podcast is part of Tabletop Tether, our nerdy little home for TTRPG content, deep dives, and unapologetic fan joy. Just so we're clear, Vox Rewatch is an unofficial fan podcast and isn't affiliated with or endorsed by Critical Role in any way.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to today's episode. We are doing a recap of episode 11, the Temple Showdown, or as we'll later see, the problem with problem characters and problem players. Anywho, so we open up with the group completely agonizing over what is going to be the best way to deal with K'varn, making and scrapping several plans before they finally decide on an aerial assault by dropping a polymorphed giant that they had used Gias on to have them be an ally. What is this polymorphed giant that they're dropping? It's a mouse, which they drop it midair. It crashes through the ceiling of the pyramid and does not survive the fall, which causes a lot of noise, but does disable the structure that was controlling the Elder Brain. And even if they're not ready for it, the battle begins. And it just opens with straight up chaos. In comes K'varn, the Beholder, horn out and everything, and he is firing off Beholder rays in every direction. If you don't know Beholders, they are things that are not to be messed around with. They have all of these different eye stalks with like disintegration beams, mind control, paralysis. We're going to see all of them. And almost instantly, the party realizes that standing out in the open is a terrible idea. So everybody starts to scramble for cover, using pillars and rubble and anything that they can hide behind to try to not be the next person to be instantly turned into dust. Now, it's during this time, once the initial panic wears off, that Vox Machina does what Vox Machina does best. It's controlling combat in the most chaotic way possible. Vax is darting all over the battlefield. He's weaving in and out of danger like the rogue he is, trying to get into position without getting caught in his big eyes, which he does most of the time anyway. Vex is hanging back, being a bit more strategic, firing arrows and anything that she can to find K'varn's weak spots, which for her are typically his eyeballs. Grog does what you expect Grog to do. He charges straight towards the giant floating nightmare without a second thought. See, this does not go well for him. Does not go well for him. Keyleth is experimenting with her magic, trying to figure out what spells might or might not actually help things. Finds out the best thing that she can do is cheerleading. And Scanlan does what Scanlan does best. He's throwing out spells and heckling the enemy with insults the entire time. The battlefield becomes this wild mix of strategy, improvisation, and pure Vox Machina chaos. Especially the kind of chaos that Taliesin adds in with bad news. Bad news, I think, is the best thing that happens in this fight, which we will discuss. But the one thing that we do know for sure is that K'varn is absolutely terrifying. And as the battle continues, people realize that he is way more dangerous than they expected, that the beams can pretty much find you wherever you are. And every time someone thinks they found a safe position, another beam sweeps its way across the room and forces them to move again. It turns into like this frantic dance where everybody is constantly moving, repositioning, and ducking behind pillars and spending so much time trying to focus on not getting hit that maybe they can't get done what they want to do. And because all of these eye rays are going off, every attack carries this moment of tension. The party has to wonder, who's it going to target next? What's going to happen? Is someone going to be paralyzed, turned to stone, mind controlled, disintegrated, insta-killed? The battle does not slow down. And just when you think it's over and that Vox Machina is won, we hit stage 2. And we have to keep pushing through. And we're going to discuss all of that here with my two buddies. Let's go!
Yeah, this episode started and ended in chaos, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Much chaos. I mean, I'll tell you, listening to the like, it was like 30 minutes they spent trying to like plan something
Mm-hmm.
and scrapping and planning and scrapping and planning and scrapping, and then
Yep.
finally just doing like, screw it, I'm just gonna drop the polymorphed giant that they'd spent all of this time being like, you're gonna be our friend, you're gonna eat, you're gonna do this. You're like, you know what? Oh, King Julian, what am I doing here? I'm a sacrifice. You know, like,
I don't know what they thought was going to happen. Like,
yeah, I think
he's
They
a
were-
giant, but he's still falling. How far? And he's going to hit the ground. It's just
yeah.
that's gravity, and
They-
it did not end well.
Leave it to Sam to come up with this crazy plan. I love that he wasn't there in the beginning of the episode and
Yep.
was like texting in, "I want to do this. Don't kill the giant. Don't kill the
Yeah,
giant."
don't kill the
for the
giant.
giant.
Yeah.
And I love it. Like, if only Scanlan was here, he would be saying, "Befriend the giant, don't kill
Yeah.
him." I think that's what he'd be saying. What, he got like stuck in traffic or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
If
coming
you've driven in
somewhere
LA
else.
traffic, it is not the best.
No.
Yeah.
But they'd spent all of this time befriending the giant, and thankfully Vex can speak. Was it Undercommon?
Yeah.
Or yeah, that she was she was able to talk to the giant and acting as the interpreter. That was pretty funny when she was trying to teach Keyleth how to say things and copy.
And Scanlan
I have a
had
note
to
here.
speak Keyleth.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have a note here that I think this is the episode. So I love Keyleth now,
Mhm.
but when I first watched this, Keyleth was not my favorite. And
Mhm.
this is one of the episodes that made me feel that way.
Yep.
Because I was
Yeah.
like, stop doing charismatic things because your character is not built for that.
But that's the
Just
point.
knock it off.
She had such
That's
a
the
bad
point.
charisma.
I get
But
it, but
You
still.
gotta
get it
lean
now.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was bad. It was real bad. And then everybody was terrified to sleep next to this thing. And then Grog was like, you know what I'm going to do?
Mhm.
Here's my cask of ale, the ale that he's offered anybody. He takes a
Yeah.
drink and smashes it. And then he's like, I would like to. And they're like, no, telling him to calm down. And Matt made him do a wisdom save to see if he would actually like go into a rage over this.
And he
Oh
gave
my
him the
God.
choice.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
You
he
could
succeeded. So, yep.
Stay calm
Mhm.
if you choose to.
Yeah, if you
He's
choose
like,
to.
No.
No. Oh, it was good though. You know, they get
Yeah.
all this planning. The thing that made me laugh with this is Grog's going through and saying something like, at one point he drops the line, "I've got an intelligence of 6. I don't know what I'm gonna do." And staying in character, and they're planning, and we're getting toward the end, and he drops the voice and talks as Travis, and all of a sudden, strategy comes out of his mouth, and I'm just like,
He's talking about the fatal funnel. He's talking about it was great.
like he just and giving this whole plan, and I think they pretty much took his plan and just kind of like made little adjustments and bits to it.
Yeah.
But it was just like,
And I think this is the episode where people they make a comment in one of the times they're talking or whatever that Travis is the smartest player at the table. And this
mhm.
is probably why, because he just spouts off, strategy and here's what we got to do and here's what's got to happen. But his character can't do that. So
Right.
Mhm.
every once in a while Travis comes out.
Yeah, she's gonna go, guys, I gotta do just give me
Right.
some, just let me get out of here. I gotta do something. Like, you can see at times he's just like restraining himself to not say things, do things because.
And he's one of the first ones that when someone wants to like interrupt or metagame, he'll be like, psh, 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 and he encourages letting it go and letting this, because the character has to be the voice here, and things, but clearly they don't. So he's very good about keeping that stuff, trying to keep that stuff toned down.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to cough. I was like, it's coming. But it was interesting because they had this. Where did Percy get this poison from? Was it just in the bag of holding? Because he was the one that ends up being the one to pour, but they were like doing the experimenting on like the diamonds and the metals to see like what it could eat through.
Yeah, I don't remember. Was it in the throat? Oh, it was from the mage in the Duragar stronghold when they went in and he poisoned them with the door trap multiple times.
Yes,
I think that's something they found there, and they thought it was a potion. And then after seeing the Duragar general drink a potion and enlarge, they thought that was what it was, and then they realized that wasn't what it was, and then it just kind of became everybody's checking to see what it is, and nobody quite gets it figured out until Percy starts to do experiments with it.
Percy does what Percy does best.
Yeah.
Yep.
They'll just try. Though I do love Laura Bailey panicking. He's like, "Oh, let me use one of the diamonds." She's like, "Not the."
Yeah.
I mean, as a cleric main, I too would panic when we have other jewels and things that we could try. That the first thing you want to do is
That was not cleric based at all. That was greed, though. No. That was 100%.
That was just money.
Laura Bailey's greed. Yeah.
Yep. Just money.
And then after Grog goes to take the sapphire back, he's like, "No, I'm that." I don't know how he said it, but it was like, no, I'm taking that back. You didn't have that.
Putting it back in the bag. There was somebody had commented on the video that made me laugh that like Grog acts like he's like the dumbest player, but as soon as you have any question about the bag of holding, he's like, well, let me and he knows in character. Grog knows everything.
And he got to pull out one of his fancy robes that he put in the bag like so many episodes ago.
He's like, we got a fancy robe.
You guys made fun of me for keeping them, but look what we're using now.
Yeah.
So then we finally figure out how we're going to get over there. Because it's always a logistics problem. Bringing trinkets and the flying carpet and who's going to fly, who's not going to fly. And I feel like this is one of those times where like Orion definitely made it more difficult than it needed to be. Of offering to make people fly, but then rescinding that he'll make people fly. And then Scanlan's like, well, then I'll just make him fly. Like, don't worry about it. And like just going through, it's fine. You know, whatever. I get it. Logistics, it's hard. But it was another like 5 minutes of them trying to figure out how to get everybody from point A to point B.
Listen, we got a flying trinket though, so
yeah,
that's right.
The one thing that did make me laugh was they're flying over and they're trying to do with like these bats, and Marisha was like, "Oh, I talked to the bats," and Matt completely missed that she said that she speak with.
I don't know that she actually said it.
I think she thought that she had said it, but she hadn't. She's like, "Oh yeah, you speak with animals," and so he was like, "Oh, I just had this head canon of Keela speak like squeak, 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 squeak." It's like talking to the bats.
I mean, to be fair,
I can't persuade bats.
No,
yeah, that's not out of character for her to do.
Not.
So.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not.
But I rolled really well, but she can't speak with bats.
Well, because I know that some druids just have the innate sense of being able to speak with small animals too. As a DM, I had a druid that really tried to capitalize. I'm like, the chipmunks only so much. They only know so much, okay? They get to the roof and they start using like the poison, like the acid, like to try to eat through, and they weaken it. And that's when they're like, screw it, this is taking too long. And Operation Dumbo Drop the giant.
Well, I think they were worried about making noise, which they dropped the
and
giant.
Then they make all of the noise.
Yeah. And I mean, being able to do, at that point, it was, it made sense. It was definitely a distraction in a way.
Yeah, it was. But they were able to disable that whole thing that was like controlling all of them, like controlling the, and that was part of their plan, was hoping to not have to fight Kavarn and having all of the mind flayers do that for them, which did not work out how anticipated.
No.
Nope.
I
love Kavarn screaming that he left the door open for them.
Yep.
Where I think that was actually Matt coming through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, you were supposed to come in this way. What are you doing?
Yeah, he 100% wanted them to do a dungeon crawl, use their resources to get to the boss room, and they're like,
Yep.
no,
No.
no. Typical D&D, you can plan everything for your players and be ready to go. And they're like, by the way, I go through the roof.
Tell me about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, we're wrapping up this little one-shot campaign that I'm doing, and they're in this masquerade, and the big bad is poisoning the food to weaken everyone's wisdom saves,
Mm-hmm.
and they find out about it, and I expected them to, but I expected them to, like, discreetly go up and, like, question or go after the big bad. No. Our cleric decides to walk into the ballroom and scream, "The food's poisoned. Everyone drop your food," and chaos, just panic throughout the
Can I
entire ballroom.
can I just ask one question?
Sure.
Was the cleric your wife?
No.
That felt like a very Manda thing.
No. The cleric was our former druid who needs to play a bard.
Ah,
Yeah, I think she'd be a good bard.
She would be a really good bard, and she is very, like, the stuff that she comes up with. Last time when she was the druid, I forget the spell that she used. Speak with plants? No.
yeah.
No. What's the one where you can ask a deity a question, a yes or no question?
Augur, is it augury? Where you use the bones, or are you talking about divination?
I think it was augury.
Augury, because it's
Anyway.
like wheel, woe, and all the fun stuff. Okay.
Yes. So last campaign, she worded this, like, I don't know if she wrote it down, but it was the perfectly worded question that I was like, the, oh, yes, the answer is yes. And you know exactly where this is located with that answer. I'm like, how do you, I don't understand. Yeah, it's just, she needs to play a bard.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyway.
Play a bard. Do it. Bards are great.
Yeah, so the fight begins. Tiny is paced as he lands.
And Vax gets in there and clicks his heels and away he goes. And bam, 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 starts stabbing. And I heard the familiar phrase of dagger, dagger. And I was like, I'm waiting for dagger, dagger, dagger. But it's just dagger, dagger at this point.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, dagger, dagger, my heart. As a complete side note, it doesn't happen yet, but the first time that Matt has ever mispronounced the word sigil is this game. He says there's a sigil.
Oh yeah, I noticed it too. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
He'll get some crap for that later.
Oh, he will. I just know I was noticing like little familiar things are like starting to like creep in of like the dagger and like those sort of things. But yeah, he got like Vax had so many natural 20s this game.
Yeah.
He had like 2 or 3, at least 3 of them. Like someone saves, others on attacks. Like he was what did he say at one point? I'm vibrating. Because he was just like
nobody was handling that well at all.
No.
Poor Pike. She was gonna do a spell and then she realized she was doing a different spell and said, I'm sorry guys. I just don't know what to do. I'm so flustered.
They were all so I mean, obviously so. I've actually never personally fought one, but I have run them before, and they're terrifying.
Yeah, and nobody was saying anything for a while in between, like while they were waiting for someone to roll their dice because they're just like everyone was just scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was the one that was like, I've never stared so intently or been so focused on a little toy before in my entire life.
Yeah.
Yes, like, a little plastic toy in my entire life. Yep, valid, so valid. Yes. Oh my god. And we're going through. They're doing their fighting. It's Vax is on the ground, and so is Grog, and so is
Chemo.
Scanlan. And then Keyless starts up top, and then Swan dives down as an Earth Elemental.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so the Swan dive, that's foreshadowing.
Key
That's one of
fish.
the things
We love
Yep.
key fish.
Yeah.
Swan dives down, and meanwhile, Percy and Vex are kind of, I think they're on the top, sort of shooting down. If I was thinking, like how I was picturing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But man, like Vex comes in, and she gets like a natural 20 on her like Hail of Thorns at some point, and like does a ton of damage with that. And then we have Percy, who uses Bad News to specifically do a headshot on the eye. And I think this was,
yeah,
really,
they would have not have survived that without those
they wouldn't have.
headshots.
And I loved how Matt Rule of cooled it, because the headshot, it's just ahead. And what would it do? Well, it would give it disadvantage on things. Well, it already hits. So everybody just had advantage on those saves. Like, you're so right.
Yeah.
So many more people would have gone down if it was not for those shots.
Yeah.
And like hearing the panic, like, what do you mean I have 3/4 cover? I'm hidden. Why does it hit me? Oh, they just auto hit. And they're just...
Yeah, but Percy did get him back too. Whatever, he's like, he's got 3/4 cover down. He's like, I ignore 3/4 cover, and Matt goes, well, then fucking fire.
Yeah, like it was so good. He's like going back.
He always forgets about that though.
Mm-hmm. It was so good, and they're going through this fight, and they're going through everybody's turn. And the one thing that we're noticing is that Tiberius isn't fighting. Tiberius never broke in. He was on the magic carpet, and then immediately took like the carpet up to survey. We're like, okay, he wants to see what's happening. He's going to do, like recon. He's going to do something. And then he turns into a copy of Clarota, and then speaks to them in common.
Let's back up just a little bit. So he early on said, I am not stepping foot inside that temple. So he made it clear that he was not going to be involved in any direct assault. He takes the carpet. As soon as they trashed the roof, he was like, everybody on the carpet, as if they were just going to go run away. And no, everyone's like, no, I'm not getting on the carpet. And then when he was trying to move, he realized that the carpet speed was not his speed. Mm-hmm. He was getting frustrated. Okay. He couldn't do anything else. He could have, if he was like going to throw a fireball or something, but he was just like dashing, but the carpet doesn't dash.
But the carpet doesn't
so like
dash.
He was getting very frustrated. And then he went for the plan to change into Clarota. He was trying to get to the Illithid to like champion them to his cause type of thing. So I understood what he was trying to do. It was just the method and how he did it that was the issue.
Yeah.
And it's like blatant, like, he's like, okay, this is your turn. He's like, no, I'm doing all of this.
Right.
And like insisting that he's going to do this huge turn with moves that he can't do. So
we were discussing this earlier, Doug. There's something that you kept track of specifically on this
so
problem
in
with
this episode
players.
They had a long rest, so he got all of his sorcerer points back. We find out by the end of this battle that he has spent them all. Verbally said that's all I have. That's it. And the next episode, before any kind of long break, because they're obviously still in the temple, which we'll get to. Don't want to go too far into that, but he spends another 5 as if he wasn't out. Problematic, to say the least.
And I've seen in a couple of episodes where he's blatantly caught re-rolling dice, and everybody watching and making faces. And I
guess I struggle with this episode. I didn't actually watch all of it. I listened to some of it, so I didn't see all of it. I did see the one time that Matt came over and like stood over him to look to see what he rolled. Like what are you doing? But I didn't realize that he actually cheated in
It
this
was
episode.
I don't know if it was necessarily this episode, but I was looking back when I was doing editing, and it was in episode 7. He rolled and then immediately rolled again. He's like, "Oh, that just fell out of my hand. I didn't mean to do that."
that's right.
Like
Kind of,
he pulls shit like that a lot.
Well, and
Oh,
I
I didn't
think
do that. It's cocked.
sometimes,
It's offside. And
sometimes too, he'll roll and then tell Matt that he rolled at 18 Arcana to blah 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 blah. And Matt didn't ask him to roll anything yet. He didn't tell Matt, "Hey, can I check for magic or check for this?" And he just rolls it and then assumes that it'll be okay. And who knows if he rolled it twice? Who knows if he rolled it multiple times to get the right number before he spoke up? And that's the problem with rolling ahead of your DM telling you to roll something.
Yeah. Player tip: don't roll before the DM tells you to. So this is just the beginning of watching Tiberius. It felt like you said, like I understood what he was trying to do, but the execution for it was just so frustrating as just a viewer to watch when you're like, yes, I know as a sorcerer, like you have to stay away from the main eye because the eye is that has like the anti-magic cone. And you got to stay away from that and not have the eye looking at you. And it's made to take out sorcerers, but like he has so many cool things that he could have done that could have been so helpful to the party, even by staying up at the top.
Yep.
And not going into the room. And so that was where I started getting really frustrated with him, is when he starts pulling this, because we're back in here and like everybody else is like fighting. Like Pike at one point got grappled by like the layer action of like the tentacles that come out from the wall that grab you at one point, right?
Was that tentacles or was that the Stitch monster that she got slammed into the cave?
Oh, it might have been the Stitch monster.
Yeah.
Because a beholder's lair actually has an ability to come out and grab you, which I've used on my players before. So I think my brain just went to, that's what that is. But so
we know, Connie. We know.
You did fight it. Well, Eric, you did. You guys did fight a beholder. And you were actually level 10 as well at summer camp, guys. It's fine.
That's right.
Everything's fine.
Let's just never forget. I put it on. You put it on. I put it on. And the mask.
Listen, you can, if there's one thing for me, if there's a magic item that's cursed, I'm going to grab it. It has happened in multiple campaigns where I'm a player. So
I was a fighter dwarf. We were in a crypt, and there were sarcophagi along the walls, and somebody opened one up and got something. So I'm like, oh, I'll go to the next one. I smashed it open, and I immediately, no, I think I was standing on it, getting ready to smash it, and it talked to me. Something spoke to me and asked me if I was willing to take the chance, and I said, of course. I ended up with a curse that made me afraid of fire. So anytime a fireball or firebolt or anything, my backstory, I actually lost my beard because of fire. So it actually really worked out. It played really well. And I'm like, oh, me beard every time some fire was near me. So it just made it that much better.
You really got to stop talking to weapons.
Yeah.
I had the fun
Thanks,
as my sorcerer right now that I'm playing. I specifically wrote in her backstory, she wanted a witch's hat so bad. She's a tiefling and can't find one that fits with her horns. Okay. Couldn't find it. So just a funny little thing. And we're going through this like dungeon crawl, and Dylan has presented me with this cool witch's hat. And it's like, he's like, it's definitely got some energy going on. I'm like, I don't care. Put it on. The name of it is the witch's dunce cap.
Oh no.
And what it did is it switched my intelligence and wisdom stats around.
Oh no.
It's fine. As a sorcerer, I don't need those. I don't worry about those. Fair. I can just be pretty and talk. But it definitely ruined. I put me in some negatives with things I did not have negatives in before.
Yeah.
But she was so obsessed. I'm like, I know this is obviously cursed. I know, but it was cool. And it was made out of cobwebs and stuff. It was real neat looking. And I was like, I have to put this on. And that was my first time ever being like what you like to do, Eric, like touch the cursed object, do it. And me just like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. My worst was I built this character that was like high dex, um, used a bow and dual short swords, like super dex based. And
Yeah.
I pick up a freaking long sword, and it is cursed where that is the only weapon I can use. And I'm like,
no.
this character is shot. I'm done.
Oh,
Like, couldn't do anything after that. So
so nerfed.
yeah.
Oh, no. No, but speaking of people getting nerfed, we have Lady Kima was getting petrified. She was getting turned into stone. Everybody was panicking because she for sure turned into stone. I don't think anybody else turned to stone.
No.
But we had Grog, who I think he was like running and jumps and tries to pull the horn off.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
He'd already been
made
hit
an
for
enemy.
55 damage previous to this with a ray that he failed.
Big hit. And when you're raging, you're immune to non-magical attacks. So those things, as raging or not, you take the brunt of it. So like, yeah. And
except
he just goes
for
yeah. Oh.
One what just happened?
Yeah. You froze for a second, but you're good
Yeah,
now. You were like, whoa.
All my monitors just went shoop.
I've done that before too. Oh my god, I feel for you. It's terrifying when everything just turns black for a moment. You're like, is it gonna come
my lights
back?
were still on, so I knew the power was on, but I didn't understand. Okay.
It's a cursed pencil you're holding.
Oh no, a new
maybe.
hand touches the beacon.
Anyway, yeah, let me start that over. What was I say? Oh, so yeah, because Vax almost got charmed to start it said something about his opponents. He started seeing red and he shrugged it off, and then Grog succeeded on the wisdom save or the save, but Matt said something about even still you would be immune to that anyway. But then he touched the horn.
He touched the horn. And Matt described it too, of like this like horrible like I wish I remembered the verbiage, but like the way he described it, it sent like chills. You're like, oh, that was bad. That was bad touch, bad touch, bad touch. Yeah, frostbite. That was it. And he tries to pull it off, and he then becomes the target of all of Kavarn's ire. I mean,
but it was great because he got hit like twice, and then he went to 0.
But Death Ward.
But Pike could cast Death Ward on him, and that pissed off Kavarn. And then he tried to hit him again, and he had a nat 20 on his save. That pissed off Kavarn.
Yep.
And then he got the ultimate ray, the one that Matt made the noise for, and soul sucking.
Pulled it right on
You're
out.
Dead.
And it was so funny because like he did the 2 attacks, and like everyone's like,
spoiler
again?
alert.
And then they go, again? Like every time he got hit, it was like Laura would chime in, and then Ashley, and they're like, again? It's like he was getting target. And Matt was like, he touched the horn. What do you want me to do? Of course he's going to target him. And this, I feel, is the first time that we've seen Matt actually be like the brutal DM of like not spreading out your attacks and have everyone. No, you're a problem child. I'm going to stomp you out. Deal with it. And he was dealt with. He was, he died.
Yep.
Yeah. And you could tell that Matt wasn't cherry picking his beams at anyone, because it was like he's not going to give Pike a save that it wasn't consistently a save that she would have been skilled at. It was like a dex save, which she already has disadvantage for, and you know, you knew that it wasn't necessarily like, oh, this, I'll shoot this at Vax because he's got good dexterity. He should be able to dodge it, and maybe if he doesn't, great, whatever. But he was like throwing everything at everybody all the time.
I wonder if he was doing like what I do when I run Beholders is, you know, they have all of their stocks. I roll the die, and it's whatever number I roll is what goes at that person. And I was hearing him rolling, and I'm wondering if he did that or if he was just kind of picking and choosing. But that's kind of how I've dealt with that. So that way, sometimes you do get hit with something that you're proficient in and you're not, but like, they just kind of like, again, like they were like, you could hear them starting to panic and like, oh guys, this is bad. And that's when you start hearing like the table talk like, oh my God, we're going to die. Cause remember how we started this? Liam like goes up to everybody as back. She's like, everybody, it's been a pleasure working with you today. And they're like, what? Say that. And then Percy's like, I want my last words to be indignant and brash and not or like, what was the line? It was something like I don't
rude and indignant, I think is what he said.
Rude and indignant. I want my last words to be rude and indignant. And I was like, what a fucking Percy thing to say. Like, I don't remember that line, but I feel like that should be a line that's quoted more often from him. But because it's before the Briarwood arc and nobody watches it, which is why you're watching us, because we watch it for you. And now you'll know
to go and watch it.
This is
overall, I still love this arc. This is fantastic.
It is. It's a good arc. And you know, we're 11 episodes in. The sound has gotten much better.
Oh yeah.
A lot better. The only thing I did notice is towards the second half of the fight, this in the YouTube video, the audio glitched and it rewound like 10 minutes and it played the same thing twice.
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
because I definitely did not hit anything. I had, you know, but like I heard like Vax say I'm vibrating twice. I'm like, he would not say I'm vibrating more than once. That's not something somebody's like, I'm vibrating, still vibrating. Like,
that's funny.
That might be a good segue, actually, to one of the things I was going to talk about. We talked about jokes previous episodes. Tonight, it's one of the notes I was talking to Eric about before we started. Lots of inappropriate jokes from Tiberius in this episode. I don't know if we want to reference all of them. I don't want to be the reason someone Googles certain things, but
you know what? We can put a jump to here. I'll put a thing of if you don't want to listen to this, go to here.
Yeah.
All right. So we're here.
Spoilers ahead.
Go
inappropriateness.
Well, actually, I'll point go here to here because I tend to put the stuff in the middle. Go there. Close your ears. I hope you're not listening to this with little kids around. I'm sorry. I think I had the biggest potty mouth out of the three of us. I apologize for that. I did marry a sailor. It's kind of his fault. So sorry, Mike. Love you. Anywho, take it away, Doug.
So when they're looking to test the acid on metal, yes, I'll do it. It's fine. They said they had the rusty instruments. Oh, she'll probably end up watching it with me. I'll make sure I watch this with her. Maybe not Trin this time. Anyway, who is an adult? It would be appropriate.
She is an adult.
Inappropriate. Anyway, Pike mentioned the rusty instruments from the dungeon torture room in the stronghold, and he popped off with rusty trombone, which I'm not going to describe here, obviously, but everybody was laughing, and it was funny though. Pike's like, "Wait, what's a rusty trombone?" And I've listened to this multiple times, and the first time I watched it, I saw Travis and Laura both on either side of her, like whispering. So I think she learned on camera what that meant. Yeah. And then it got to something about a rim job, and then later on there were multiple other, even where Marisha looked at him like, she was laughing, but she looked at him like, okay, I think you need to like tone this down now. And just it was a lot. It was a lot of, ooh, I've heard of that, you know, things like that just probably didn't need to be said.
No.
Just like I didn't really need to say that, but there it is. I said it. I
On the
said
internet.
rusty trombone on the
But
internet.
you were quoting him.
Yeah, and I think probably in the last episode, I'd have to rewatch it to see, but I'd be willing to bet that Sam had made a comment
Oh
that
yeah.
he probably heard that was like, oh, if he can say it and got a laugh, then I can say it.
Well,
And
what did Sam say about like when he pulled Kima off to the side? He polymorphed himself to have a giant, and that was that everybody laughed. Everything was funny, and Grog at one point made a comment, and it was funny, but it was later. It was in reference to that joke, and it was just one off, like bang. But then he just rolled with it all night when he wasn't yelling at everyone.
When he wasn't
He
yelling
was
at everyone,
making inappropriate comments.
Yeah, because it was rough. For
And
those
we
of you
move
that skipped forward, welcome back.
It's a good choice. Trust me.
It was a good choice. You missed something. You missed something.
It was something.
yeah.
But so yeah, Grog goes down, and we have our first in combat revivify. And I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot that Grog had died. Before
Agreed.
watching this. I completely forgot. I was like, who's died before? I'm like, Grog. And then I'm going through all the other characters, which I shall not name because we want to keep spoiler free, of like the people that have died in this. And like Grog was never somebody that came up.
In my memory, it was Grog and Kima got turned to stone in this.
No.
I did not, which I mean, still technically just dying, technically, but yeah.
Being petrified is
that
very
way.
different than.
But yeah, I thought for sure that's what happened, and yeah, no, I didn't realize. And this is the start of Matt's. You have to do a little extra to bring someone back. It's not as simple as just casting a spell.
Yeah.
So.
And it was still different than what he ends up with because he made her do a wisdom check, like wisdom roll. He called it a wisdom check. You know, they're still mixing up the names of things and saying things odd. Like Percy had to make a Constitution save versus like to stay standing versus it would be more like a dex save later on might be the more appropriate thing to stay standing. Like I feel like it's like they're just getting their footing from Pathfinder to this, but he makes her make the save on it, and I think she uses the inspiration that she got, if I remember correctly. Or I think
no.
she uses
No, she used that on a saving throw and still ended up failing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she thought that she had advantage on this, which she didn't. So thankfully her first roll was the 16. Cunning? Yeah. It's something with like gnome's cunning, which is for other things, but not this. Right. And she rolled a 16 and was able to bring him back. So in at least the Critical Role world, when you die, everybody's DC starts at 10 if you've never died before. Now we don't know if I think before Pike is the only one that ever died before, at least that we know before the campaign started, because that's why her hair is white.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I think hers was like permadeath.
Well, yeah, she died. And then was brought back.
Got chopped in half, died.
Yeah.
They talk about that in the FAQ or in the Q&A that they did last episode. But yeah, I mean, yeah, before stream, I don't know if anybody. I think you're right. But yeah, I mean, this is the second time Grog went down this campaign. So.
And he goes down, and it's just like everyone had been quiet at the table before this, and then when he talks about like his soul leaving his body, like you could hear a pin drop. And for like the table that's normally like this table is normally so chatty, and like you said, they are quiet.
Yeah,
because they were all just like, trying to figure out what to happen, and she runs over and does what Pike does, and was able to heal him and bring him back. And being a person I've done battlefield revivifies before, it's terrifying knowing that it's literally all on your little shiny math rock, hoping it doesn't betray you. Like,
and I think she had just broken the grapple the previous turn.
She
be able to do that.
To get it.
Otherwise, yeah. Whew.
So we had a lot of tension, a lot of build up, and then he cooled it again. Matt did, because he then allowed Pike to give him a potion as her bonus action, which later on he won't do.
Yeah.
He's been
but they
doing
give
that
him
quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He got his potion, and then at that point, everybody at this point's like, "I heal Grog! I heal Grog! I heal Grog! I heal Grog!" Like throwing potions at him, doing bonus action heals. Like, speaking of bonus action heals, while Pike was still all together, she does a mass healing word, and helps, which I think was also
it was like 28
a big
points
move.
or something. Yeah,
it was huge.
Yeah.
Like, it, because it's a 3rd level spell, it's going to do a decent amount. And that was big, where she was able to target it's here of all of these people, and also heal herself.
Yeah.
But then that drew Kavarn's.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Like, no, it's good. That drew Kavarn's ire. Whenever she did that, that was another time Matt was like, "All right, we're targeting someone new because you brought him back."
Yeah.
Like, he's playing Kavarn as an intelligent person or creature, like something that thinks, I'm going to take out the person that's caused me the most problems. And you can't get mad as a player if you just did something pivotal and big and cool and you're getting targeted, versus you, who you said you always roll natural 20s against one of your players no matter what in combat, Eric.
Poor Twiggy. Poor Twiggy. I roll, and it's always roll 20, and I have no control over it. And I roll every single time I roll. Like, before I do it, he's like, "It's going to be a natural 20." And sure enough, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know why he still plays. I really don't. Because he...
I mean, like, I always joke that as a DM, I run hot. As a player, not so hot. DM, don't know why, I'm hot. And on to Doug.
No, that's all right. And then Percy with the amazing action surge round. He asks about the chains that are holding the structure up. Would it hit Kavarn if I shot one of those? It might. And he fires, knocks it down. It lowers Kavarn's DC or AC because it does damage. And then he's like, I'm going to take another shot. And it gets back to the disadvantage or advantage on saving throws because he does another headshot. It's like clutch moment.
MVP. 100%.
He hasn't earned the moniker of it yet, but this is when we see our first No Mercy Percy really coming through.
Yeah.
I love his maniacal laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God, yes!
It is my favorite when he just goes off, and I'm like, all right, I could see you, like, I want to see him DM something and just pull out an evil, like, the big bad, because he would play him so well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be great.
So good. But yeah, he really, like, Percy really was the MVP of this fight. Like, Vox Machina would have had a very different outcome if it wasn't for him being up there doing those headshots.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And then really, like, no, what?
Nope, go ahead. Go ahead.
Guys, we all have a lot of thoughts at the same time today, guys. We're on the same wavelength.
We just need to
one brain cell just goes between the three of us. Just all of us, just round and round. No, I think the other one who really kind of was able to shine a bit too was Vex. Like, she was really doing a lot from the top too. Like, she was being up as a ranger, and I feel like we've seen her shine like a little bit, but she gets an awesome moment that is then promptly taken away from her. And I don't know if we want to talk about that before we talk about anything else first. She gets the kill on Kavarn, but it doesn't actually kill him.
Yeah.
And the thing was, before this, it was Tiberius's turn, and they're like, just do a fireball, do a glacier, do something. You can get the kill, because Matt's describing, like, he looks bad, he's bloodied, he doesn't look like he's in great shape, and Tiberius doesn't act. And so then she's the one that gets the kill. And the thing that was wild to me, and maybe this is me reading into it too much, but I have had a table with a problem player before. I was a player at the table with said problem player. And they always wanted to get the kill. They wanted to get the XP. They wanted to be that person. And it was like they were trying to beg him, you can get the kill. Like, you can have the glory. You can kill the beholder. We don't. And I specifically remember Laura saying, like, we don't care. You can attack him. And he wouldn't.
Right.
Like, they were trying to like plead to like his inner ego of like, get the kill. Do it.
Yeah.
And he still wouldn't. And then so she gets the kill.
I think that was out of spite a little bit.
It was.
At that point.
Yeah. And so she gets the kill, and they're all celebrating. And then Matt starts describing how it starts coming back to life and how the horn takes over. And they're like, what?
I love how he does it, because he's like, he gives her the, how do you want to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then he's like, all right, now on Convard's turn, and everyone's like,
yeah, like what?
Mm-hmm. And we hit phase 2. And I think this was right before like Lady Kima finished petrifying, because she said, it's the horn. It's the horn. And was like saying, like, this is what I'm supposed to get. It's the horn. And then promptly become stone shortly after that.
Yes.
But, like, just seeing like everybody's faces just drop when he's like, it's Kavarn's turn. And they're just like, whoa. It's not often that I run like bosses that have more than one face. I honestly should do that more often, just for like the fun of it. You know, that's all JRPGs, guys. We always have phase 2, phase 3 bosses, or give me an Elden Rings boss. I don't know, but just watching all of them just be in such shock, and he's like, "Oh my god, it's a zombie beholder!" Like,
and Sam was like, "Only 2 of 10 forms to deal with now," or something like that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then they knew
that
they had no idea what was going to happen at that point, because it could have been 3 more phases.
It could have
been,
as
long as that horn was on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh my god! And then they fight more, and they push through. And who's our one that gets the final kill of it, for the final actual kill?
Tiberius gets the final kill.
Yep, he does.
Because he throws it in their face later and said, I got the final kill. Don't tell me what to do. It's still my turn. Stuff. It was a pouty child at that point.
Oh,
it was horrible to watch.
Like, this fight was so infuriating to watch. And I think especially for me, it was bringing back memories of sitting at the table and having to deal, with Chris.
Run away, buddy. Run away. Run far away.
I haven't seen Chris in like 9 years. I don't know. I hope you're doing well, just not playing at my tables. No. But being that player, and then we also had a sorcerer at our table that played in a very similar manner as well. That was like, but they were more of like, I don't care how big the room is, I cast fireball, not thinking about the rest of us. But it was just so infuriating to watch this and being like, I've been through this as a player, and it's so frustrating to have this person not care, and then be like, the cavalry's come, I'm here to help you, and then do this. I mean, they told him though, they just wanted help. And I feel like, honestly, this is a preview of what Vox Machina didn't need Tiberius, and this fight was proof of that.
Right.
Because they got through this entire fight, except for the very end, without him.
Spoiler alert for next episode. Sam tears him a new one. It is brilliant. I love it. My favorite moment of episode 13.
The line, I want to say it, and I'm not going to.
No, save it.
Wait,
so good.
It's
13?
So good.
Wait, do they count the next episode as
12?
That's going to mess me up.
We got to talk about that later, too.
Business talk. We need to figure out how we're going to label these episodes.
Are we going to cover episode 12 when they're talking about how to play D&D?
Why don't we do our own D&D, like we talk about playing and stuff like that.
We talk
Yeah.
about some of the
think that's
characters
a
we're making
great
for your
way to do
article. We
it.
can talk about characters, how we designed and how we wrote backstories, and yeah, we can do a lot of fun stuff with that.
I feel like we can just do our own spin on it. Well, we were talking about how the final kill was taken by the person that finally decided in the last round of combat to actually join combat, and gets the final kill, takes it out, and that's kind of where they end the episode right
They wrap up
there.
pretty quick.
This one was a longer one, and we still have not left. All they've done is kill. They've taken out Kavarn. Kavarn is still horned, if I remember correct. No.
Tiberius
They
pulls
get
it.
the horn off.
Yeah, he's got the
He did get the horn off.
telekinesis.
Yeah,
He's holding it, and the Illithid are
storming
coming.
the place. Yeah. So tensions are high. We've still got a lot to figure out and deal with. How they're going to get out there, how are the Illithid are going to react to them, and what's going on. Where's Clarota? Clarota hasn't been a lot in this fight either. We don't know.
No,
what
he was
Clarota's
doing a
been up
bunch of lightning attacks, and
That's
he didn't do too bad.
My brain, I think, was so focused on being so upset with Orion that I couldn't focus on other. Like, I'm telling you, like this literally like put me back at that table, just like playing with Jake and Chris and having to watch them and just like.
I've been really fortunate to play at a consistent table that has been fantastic, and I haven't really had to deal with problem players. So
I will say, once
spoiler alert, Doug's going to be a problem player next game, just so you know.
Okay, listen, your characters are problem. You have problem characters, you're not a problem player.
Oh yeah.
Oops all
That's
Pim.
fair.
We still have to run the one shot of Oops all Pim for you. But I mean, I will say, like, once we got rid of those two players at the table, we had a good table. We were all brand new players, and there were 9 of us playing, in addition to the DM. It was too many people at the table. It was too big of a table for too many people. And when they left the table, it definitely got better. Spoiler alert, things didn't end well at that table, but that's fine. But now I'm a DM because of that table. And since then, I haven't had like issues at my tables. I've been very fortunate. Even like I don't know. I feel like once you start DMing or whatever, you start to attract the people that are either similar to you for your table or have similar play styles to you. And I haven't had any issues for the most part.
The one session I sat in for you the other day, your table is fantastic. I love them all.
They're so good, and I met every single one of them on TikTok.
That's awesome. Yeah, they're all fantastic.
They're so good.
If you're interested in a D&D campaign, actual play with us, put in the comments. Maybe someday we can make that happen.
I actually, hey guys, I'd be happy to like, one of us can run a paid game for you guys and try out Daggerheart or Kids on Bikes or something. Like, I am a paid DM, and my friends should do it too, because they're very good storytellers as well.
I'm not paid level. No.
What?
No. I don't.
Eric.
In no way do I deserve to get paid for my DMing.
Eric.
Oh, come on.
Eric.
That's real nice, but no.
I'm gonna whap your video off the screen. Just whap. It's gone. I'm being more adventurous with my editing. Okay, I'm trying. We'll see if this makes it in. But no, you should. But that's definitely something that we can do, like, at some point, if you want to play at a table with us.
Maybe our Patreon someday.
That should be our Patreon.
Once that's set up, it should be some games, some D&D.
Yeah.
Or Daggerheart or whatever.
Yeah. We should teach people how to play. Run some games, have a good time. Yeah. Get your experience doing games, Eric, with strangers.
See,
I'll tell you. Running games for strangers has made me such a better DM than just running games for friends. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, but you're an extrovert. My introversion and shyness does not permit me to DM for people that I am not familiar with. I'll cause problems at your table if you'd like.
Always. Always. Yeah, if you join in this Friday, hopefully they'll make it into Ravenloft. I'll have to tell you all about my plans for that because I'm so excited for it.
Oh my gosh, you were describing something and I was like, ooh, I know what that is. I know what that is. I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything, but I want to say something, but I can't say something. Yeah.
And then people were confusing you with my friend Hunter. Eric Hunter?
Yep, Eric Hunter. That's my new name.
Eric Hunter, that's your new name.
I am the combination of Hunter? Sean Hunter, and Eric Matthews. There we go.
Love it. Eric Hunter. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's so fun. I think definitely that's something we're going to put in our Patreon of one-on-one sessions of learning how to play, how to DM, how to do systems, those things. If you have suggestions of things you would like to see in our Patreon, because we're going to get that set up soon. Right, Eric?
Right.
Or should I say, right, Manda?
Yes.
Let me schedule some time with my secretary.
I feel at this point, as even though Amanda is not of the three of us, I am including more segments and things. Like the last episode I edited, I had a big apology to Amanda. Sorry, Amanda, when I talked about too much gore about something, it just flashed. Sorry, Amanda, across the screen. Yeah, we love you, Amanda.
I love this mystery. Like, who is this mystery person?
Who is Mystery Amanda?
Yeah.
Who's Amanda?
Her picture is on the website, but I don't think she'll ever show up on camera.
You don't think?
No.
We're gonna have to do some actual play board gaming or D&Ding, or she'll have to be on camera at some point.
We'll see about that.
There's gonna have to be something where we're doing a playthrough
we'll get
of the
other
game,
spouses.
Or, I mean, Steph wants to do the how-to videos, so she's 100% on board for that. I think Manda would be, because how-to playthrough. And what better time than Friday night when you guys are over, we can play some board games and maybe record some stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
Everything is content.
We'll see.
And I will say this specifically to you, Eric. Mike and I were talking this morning about D&D, or yesterday morning, whatever, about the games that I've been running. And I was talking about me as a player rolling hot. And he's like, I've never seen you as a player. I've only ever played D&D that you've run. So maybe, Eric, you could have the Lynches be chaos gremlins at your table together.
Yeah, talk about problem players.
Me and my husband?
Let's talk about
trouble. Yes. Yes,
freaking little halfling thinking he's a giant.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get the gang back together and we're gonna go back into Barovia, and I'm gonna give you guys a proper Barovian welcome, and we're gonna go through.
No, I think we had the proper Barovian welcome. We can just start after that.
Well, you don't want to go through Durst Manor again? You don't want to get almost TPK'd by a broom?
Get TPK.
You don't want to be sacrificed on an altar again, Doug?
No, I mean, Dan Fiddle probably would jump at the opportunity to do that again, but he just trusted Rogar. That's all it was.
Just poor Rogar, man.
He was his idol. He was his mentor. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. Why?
Because he was young and impressionable, and you were like life cleric, whatever. I don't know what you were.
Life cleric or a death? You were a death cleric, weren't you?
He didn't know.
Rogar was definitely not about life.
He probably would have known, but he liked you. That's all there was to it.
Don't worry, I'll bring you back.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Can I just finish my book? This will give me that +2 in intelligence and push me over 20. Yep. I was so happy about that.
Oh, one of my other players got the Book of Vile Darkness to read, and when I tell you, they literally got the worst curse possible from it. Because once you read it, you get a dark mark, and it's like whatever your dark mark is can be like just like your teeth looking weird. They literally got the thing that everyone in their life will eventually forget them.
Oh no.
They were forgotten by their goddess.
Oh no.
They were like the party members couldn't remember her name when they were talking about Requiem outside of around her. Like, it was wild. Wild. I love throwing in magic crap like that. It's so good.
That's crazy.
Give your players bad things to make bad choices with. It makes good games.
Well, I
next
know.
time, instead of problem players, we're going to talk about problem DMs and how they ruin our lives.
I know I'm going to have a potential problem player in my new group. We're playing in 2 weeks, and he's going to be a barbarian, and I think he's just going to be wanting to smash everything, and I feel like it might be a little bit of a distraction, but we'll roll with it and see what happens. And
Murder,
I'll see
hobo.
there'll be a punishment here and there, see if he changes his ways. If he doesn't,
I'll
we'll
just tell you,
happens.
the best wake-up call I ever got when I was a brand new player was we were like level 10, and we realized that we were the bad people in the game. And why nobody wanted to work with us and do things, because we just bullied our way through, because we were all brand new. We didn't know. Yeah, I'm going to intimidate them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this stuff. I'm going to force you to do shit. And then all of a sudden you're like, am I the problem? I am the problem. I am the drama, you know? And so now I do the same thing. As soon as my players start doing things like, oh yeah, oh no, there's another party that there's a bounty on you. People are hunting after you. There's a reward on your head. It's fun. I deal with it now and make it work. But hopefully us talking about problem players did not trigger all of you too much, but maybe we can trigger you to find us other places on the web. Eric, where can we be found?
We could be found anywhere. Type in @tabletop tether and we'll probably be there. Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram. What am I forgetting? YouTube,
Spotify.
Blue Sky. I think I named them all.
All the places.
Like I said, all the places.
All the places.
Search @tabletop tether, and our beautiful faces will show up.
And don't worry, maybe Vox Rewatch isn't the only thing you want from us. Don't worry, we have more content. We're making more content because we are the content. As I've told them several times, everything is content. Check out our website. You get to see game reviews, all sorts of different reviews on games. We're getting ready to talk about different ways to learn how to play things. We'll get our Patreon set up, get our community. Eric, we need to schedule our watch party for
Never ending story.
Yeah, we should figure that out.
We
let me
do.
talk to my secretary, and we'll plan a time.
We do, because you all are so wonderful. And last we checked, last week or even before that, we had over 50 subs. Oh, I think we're gonna get a.
I don't know if I can. We'll see. Hold on. Oh no, the pressure.
I'm gonna play elevator music right now while we wait.
The sun is up. I'd have to do the math, but we're well over 50.
So I want to thank all of you for finding us funny enough or enjoyable enough to watch and hang out with us. We're going to start rewarding you guys to say thank you. Y'all are wonderful. And thank you for joining our little baby podcast. And just know you're going to be the one saying, I knew them when. Next week, they take a week off. And they teach people how to play. So what are we going to do instead?
We're going to teach you how to play.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll figure out how come up with a plan to talk about. Would be a little bit different of an episode, but I think it'll be good.
We're going to follow the same format, and if their format teaches people to play, so we.
but better.
Honestly. You better come
Well,
and listen.
At
I'm
least
going to teach you
as
how
good.
to play. As good.
Let's not get their expectations too high. Let's just
Between all of us, we've got at least 30 years of experience of D&D between the three of us.
Stop talking.
That's
I'm
true. Yeah,
old
that just
and I
makes
don't
us feel
like it.
older. But it's okay.
One of us has 10 years of experience. That's all I'm saying.
As the
If not
youngest
more.
member of this party, I respectfully request that you shut up.
And no. She's the personality
Yeah,
higher.
further, I hit the dog head. Right into it. So anyway,
you,
everybody. Bye. We'll see you for episode 12. It'll be something, okay?
It will be
Bye.
something. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sayonara.
Vox Rewatch is an unofficial fan podcast and is not approved or endorsed in any way by Critical Role. Critical Role and all related content are owned by Critical Role Productions. This podcast is for non-commercial, transformative use created under Critical Role's fan content policy. For more info, visit critroll.com.